how do you get started? First, I would pick a time that you can engage with your child every day. So you can call it mommy and me time or daddy and me time. Next, pick an activity. It could be any activity. The activity is not what's important. The important thing is what you're trying to accomplish with the activity. Some activities to start with can include, as we had the video, building with blocks. Balls is another good activity, playing with balls. You could even play with trains. You could do chores. It's another good activity. You can do something do an activity on an outing, as like the video I did earlier about going to the beach. So you can pick a beach activity. Again, the important thing is not the activity. The important thing is what you are doing during the engagement. Your first engagements may just be getting your apprentice to willingly engage with you and following along in the framework that you choose. So as we discussed, there are 4 basic frameworks, and those frameworks are the precursor to guided co-regulation, which we will work on after you have successfully mastered the frameworks. One of the reasons why it may be so hard to get the engagement is because our student with autism or a child with autism doesn't have the motivation to engage with us. So what we need to do is ignite that drive within them. We don't want to do it with external rewards, and we don't want to prompt them to engage with us. What we want to do is we want to be invitational. We want them to take an action to move toward us. We want them to use their own body and their own mind to do so. That will give them the sense of competence that they need to continue to engage with us further. Set up the environment for them. So for instance, if we know our child might want to try to escape, maybe we want to set up physical barriers either with a table and chair or with our body. We never want to hold our child there, but we could set the environment to make it at least a little less easy for them to run off. And we want to think about our zone of connection. We want to have a close zone of connection so our invitations can be more easily accepted by our apprentice. We don't want to offer a gesture of engagement with them across the room. To ensure a successful engagement, we also need to set the environment. Remove distractions from the environment. So think closer zone of connection for more success. So we could also think of that if we're doing an activity, say we're doing a side-by-side walking activity. If we need to be, we could hold hands with our apprentice and walk together. We can walk slow, we can walk faster, we could hop, we could jump, we could be holding our apprentice's hand. And if that's successful, then we can maybe put an object between us and we can hold something together to keep us together, but not physically holding our hands. Finally, we could just walk side by side. So think we're going to scaffold success as we go. A really big thing to do is to make sure our apprentice is encoding successful moments that we have. And we could do that as a guide by replaying the moment and really bringing it out to our apprentice's attention. Wow, that was really great. I love playing with you. And then do a little replay of what you guys actually did. I handed you the block, you put it on. I handed you the block, and you put it on. We built a really big tower, and then we pushed it down. Or whatever is the moment, the pivotal moment that you want them to remember. That's really important. Spotlight the moment. You could even take a picture, a still picture from a video you might take of the engagement, and show your apprentice, wow, look what we did. We built the tower. Remember, I gave you the block, you put it on. I gave you the block, you put it on. In this way, you'll be making sure they're encoding the experience of you as a team, you guys working together to build a tower. And then later that night, you could replay the moment again. Remember earlier, we played with the blocks. I gave you the block. You put it on. We are a building team. I can't wait to play tomorrow. Ooh, maybe we could build with different blocks. Through consistent engagement, they will become more competent. They will become more willing to engage with us and be able to handle more and more challenges.